Hello and welcome to my Canva YouTube banner tutorial. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a banner for your YouTube channel, as well as give you some good details that you want to keep in mind when you're going about creating it in the first place. If you would like to follow along, I will put my link down below in the description. Canva comes with a free plan, and everything that I'm going to be showing you in this tutorial is free to do, so feel free to follow along. Let's continue. When you're at the main page here, once you are logged in, what you want to do is just search for YouTube banner. I already have it in there since I've been working on that. Click on that. So before we begin, something you want to keep in the lookout is going to be templates that have kind of a rectangular middle section. And what I mean by that, for example, this one right here, you notice there's a rectangle like right in the middle. This is going to be where a lot of the desktop is shown on the YouTube banner. And to give you a better example, what I did is just open this one, I saved it. And if you'll notice, if you put like a rectangle right around the middle, this is what's going to be showing on the desktop. So I saved this one. What I'm going to do is I have one previously I'm going to change around very soon. But what I'm going to do is just upload that and show you what it looks like. So I'm not actually going to use it, but just to show you, this is the rectangular aspect you want to look for. This is going to be viewable on desktop, so there's going to be a lot of people seeing this. So for example, if you have one where the middle kind of goes, like if you follow my mouse, a little bit bigger, a lot of it can be cut off. So you want to make sure all the important stuff is going to be at least right there, okay? If you put this up here, it's only going to be viewable on TV. Do people watch on TV? Of course, but you want to keep in mind you're definitely want to optimize for the desktop aspect. So once we know that, we're going to have more details about continuing on and finding a good template. Let's go back over here towards, we don't need this anymore. So I've gone through a lot of these, and this is one I really like because it's going to allow us to very easily edit everything we've got going on. Plus, if you do that rectangle rule right here, you'll notice that the picture and the main stuff is going to be right where we want it. Okay, so let's click on this. And the good thing about this is that it's not going to require a whole lot of changing around. Given the fact my channel is going to be called Marketing Island, I do want to change the background image. I got one from Unsplash, which is going to be free. So I actually have a few of them. So what I can do is just drop it in like this and it will naturally fit in. Okay, that actually looks really good. The contrast between the blues and of course, you know, the red and the picture. I think that looks great. I'm going to undo that and just try this one as well. I think this one doesn't pop out as much. Not bad. It's like the clouds kind of mix in with the white, so it makes it a little bit harder to see. That's something, if you're going to be using a background image, you're going to want to play around with, kind of like the contrast. Like I said, the white kind of mixes in, so I do like the other one better because the green and blue really pop. Also, you don't have to drag it into here like this and make it fit. What you can do is you can always put it here, and then you can make it bigger this way. So if you do get a picture, make sure you get it bigger at least, because it makes it much easier to work with. And once you put it there, you're going to notice, well, James, you know, where's the picture of you? Where's everything else? Very simple fix. If you click on position, once you're clicked on the picture, which I am, what you want to do is just move backward once, one more time, and there you go. Just like that, it's going to be behind where it needs to go. And this is a great way of really like placing it where, you know, is it going to pop out the best? I do like it over here, but you know, it's not as centered. So you can really play around with that if you like, but just to make things simple, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back a few times, really go back. Probably didn't need to go back that much, and just drag it in here and drop it. I kind of liked it how it was. So what we want to do now is change this around. I am Marketing Island, and this is what Tim Ashton. So obviously this is going to be a little bit bigger. So I'm probably going to have to make this smaller or just move it up a little like that. And what I can do is just drag it up. Probably make it a little smaller too as well. Maybe something like that. And what I can do is move it down. Perfect. So, and I think it does actually look better if I move this a little bit more. So what I can do is I'm going to delete this, as we talked about, and then I'm going to actually just drag this in and make it bigger. I do want it to be kind of like on the blue aspect there, I would say. Maybe right where that would be centered. Perfect. And let's do the position back a little bit more. There we go. And this can actually move down a little bit more. Let's use the arrow, the down button there. Great. And then, of course, we have like our little under phrase. So this can be like reviews, tutorials, and demos, something like that. Okay, and of course our picture. So I have a few pictures I could use. This one here, this is where you got to drag it in. Okay, there's that where, it kind of cuts my head off a little, just a little. Let's do this one with the white in the background. There we go. And the white makes it pop out so much more, which I really like. In fact, what we could do is I'm going to duplicate. This is duplicate. I'm going to do marketing here. And since island is a little bit shorter, text-wise, I can make it a little bit bigger. So let's delete marketing here. Perfect. And I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Let's see how that looks. There we go. Do that. Marketing. Something like this, right? Maybe move it a little bit more left. Once again, kind of center this a little bit more. Here I'm using the arrow keys. I know you can't see it. That's why I'm, mentioning it to you. You're like, how are you doing that? Well, I'm just using the down button, just kind of like centering it visually, something like that. And just like that, that looks pretty decent. Actually, the marketing aspect, it's like almost touching the island there. There we go. Something as simple as that. So that's how you can go about creating a banner very quickly. I like that. I like how the colors really pop against the blue. Probably going to change around. I'm not sure I'm going to use this one. I just got married not too long ago and I'm waiting on my wedding pictures. So I should have some new ones that I can use. I've been using this picture forever. So anyway, if you want to share it, click on share. Let's go to download and PNG will be good. So let's click on download here. Okay, so now that I saved it to my desktop, I'm going to go to the channel customization. I'm just going to show you what it looks like when I change it and upload it. Okay, there we go. So this is a good thing why it's a good idea to actually upload it a little. Yeah, my head gets cut off a little. Not that big of a deal, right? It's normally going to. But if you look at the marketing island aspect in the reviews, tutorials, and demos, you're probably going to want to push that down a little. So this and like this entire section right here, all going to move down a little bit more so that it's centered. Like I'll go through and show you. Let's see. So like this would move down all of this aspect, like maybe to right there, right? It might take a couple times just to like test it out and see like how centered it is. But if you want to do that, that's how you would go about doing it. And then let's just say right about there. Looks good. And I'll go ahead and save it one more time and show you like, if it looks better. Let's do the same thing one more time. Download and download. Okay, and I'm going to go back to change and upload the new one. Okay, that's much better. Yeah, definitely. You can see it there, right? So there's like, what was that, like half an inch there and half an inch on the top and bottom. But either way, you can play around with that. You can mess with it, but you'll see that like if it was viewable on desktop, that's how it would look. I think that looks a lot better, even though this part right here is cut off a little and that part, I still think it looks great. But keep in mind, this is the big tip. Like make sure you focus on that rectangular aspect because there's going to be a lot of people who do view it on desktop. Like if marketing is up here and islands down here, it's not going to look so great. And then of course it looks phenomenal for anyone viewing on TV. It does look a little bit blurry, but once you actually upload it, it'll be good. Or just because maybe you're getting a little snippet of it. But either way, that's going to be the tutorial when it comes to using Canva to create your YouTube thumbnails. When I get some new professional photos in, I'm going to update mine. Mine's very generic, but once I get those in, I will use Canva to update it as well. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you want to check out Canva, you can use the link in the description to create your free YouTube banner. That about does it. My name is James. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.